Hey there, people. Hello. Back at it again with an art stream for the first time in a hot minute. I've been streaming Minecraft lately just because I was taking a short break, but it's time to get back to the art grind, I think. Hello. Alright, let me make sure the stream is recording because I'm going to need this footage for a future speed paint, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to be working on this art challenge. It's the Furry Species Challenge V1 by Xylographica. I've seen a couple of different artists do this, and for some reason I also had trouble finding a blank version of this template. I don't know why, it was just really hard to find, but I made my own, version of it based on the versions I've seen. All I know is that Xylographica made the original. And hello there, welcome to the stream. We literally just started, so welcome on in. You're literally just in time. So I'm gonna be doing this challenge. I've been meaning to do it for maybe like a week now, I think. I don't know. I remember, I first saw it when, Four Leaf Island did it. Here, I'll show you Here, if I can get it to go on screen here. My computer, please. Alright. I'm trying very hard to show you a post. Four Leaf Island's another art streamer, so I would be shocked if you're watching me and you don't know who they are, but they did this, and I was like, oh, that challenge looks so cool, and then I saw a few more artists doing it, and I was like, okay, I actually need to get on this, because this looks like a lot of fun. So it's basically, a bunch of different species, you try to interpret them in your style as, like, an anthropomorphic character, and, everyone else that I've seen is doing, like, just a sketch, but I'm actually gonna do these in color, and I don't think I'm gonna shade them, I think they're just gonna be, like, colored little, like, bust portraits, essentially, of different, creatures as furries, so I thought that would be a lot of fun. So I want to get into more furry art, and I thought this would be like a fun character design sort of thing to do. So yeah, should be in for a fun treat. Also, I have a super chat goal going, which is if I get 20 super chats of the teal or higher, I will take out my pet snake, and you guys will get to see him on camera. Because I thought that would be kind of a funny reward. Right now he's asleep because of course he is. He's a ball python, so he's nocturnal by nature. But he's there, so in case any of you want to see him, feel free to do a super chat. I have no idea really how those work. I have only kind of seen them on other streams, so they're a little new to me, but I have it open. If any of you want to support the channel, support the stream, that's one way you can do so. And I think it's about time we get started on actually drawing this. So we're gonna start with the Gray Wolf, because that's the first one. We're just gonna go straight down the thing. Honestly, I'm gonna see how far I can get into this grid today. If you've been following me for a while, you know I work very fast, so there's a very good chance that this will kind of be a cakewalk for me in terms of finishing things very quickly. So, yeah. And we're also going to try to get through that early stream lag that we always experience with these art streams. There's always like a little bit right at the beginning of just a little bit of lag. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully have some fun with these character designs. I'm going to try to make them all feel very different from each other, because I think that's part of like what makes the challenge interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we should be in for a nice fun time. I'm probably going to, normally for something like this, I would sketch everything first and then line everything and then color everything at the same time, but I think I'm actually just going to do everything character by character. I think that's going to be, make more sense, I think, for this. I don't know, that's just the process we're going to do. So, yeah, we're starting with the Gray Wolf. I mean, this is, like, one of the classic furry animals, I feel like. I feel like it's one of like the first ones you learn to draw if you're like starting to draw furries. It's like a wolf or canine type character, which there are a lot of like canine type creatures on this grid here. So Gray Wolf is just, I don't know, it's a classic. There's a reason people are always doing it, because it's great. No pun intended. So I'm trying to make sure I don't make it too dog-like, I think, with this design. Because I think it can be very tempting to just go with something kind of generically canine. But I'm referencing some images on Wikipedia for the Gray Wolf. I know they're like huge, that's like their big thing, so they're very large, so I'm trying to make this guy kind of look a little beefy, if I can help it. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna try to keep everything loosely in the grid, but I'll have like little things popping out like ears or like maybe other features as we continue, because I think that might be a fun way to do it. And also this image, I've proportioned it to be the size of like an 11 by 17 print, because if I like how it comes out, maybe I'll sell it as a print if people like it. I think that could be fun. Could be a fun time, so yeah. All the portraits I feel like are going to be kind of small, but there's going to be so many of them. I think it's going to make like a fun, huge illustration. Anybody else attempting this challenge? Anybody else see it so far? Or I feel like I've seen a good amount of it, but I feel like it's because I'm like the one person in my friend group who like follows a good amount of furry artists. Because a lot of my other friends like either just don't follow that many artists, and then if they do, they don't follow that many furries. So I'm like, anyone else hear about this? Because it's so cool. I feel like I've seen a lot of good art for it, which is pretty fun. I don't know how old this one is either. I feel like it's recent, but it has like the format of like an older meme, right? Because it has like the grid stuff, like this classic approach of like making a grid and then drawing a whole bunch of things in it. It feels very like late 2000s, early 2010s DeviantArt challenge. So I don't actually know how old this challenge is. It could be like a long time ago and people are just like returning to it lately. It could be that. So I don't know, but I thought I would do it. And again, I had a lot of trouble finding a blank version of the template for some reason. So maybe it is old, or maybe it's just recent. I am having unlucky results in my search engine. Who is to say, right? So having fun with this character. There's I think a total of 30 designs we're gonna make, and we're gonna see how many of those we can get through today. I mean, if I really haul ass, it's certainly possible I could do everything, which we'll have to see if I can do that. We'll see. I won't guarantee it, but it is certainly in my ability to actually finish all 30 of these things in one big sitting. So maybe like if we hit my one super chat goal, I'll make another one that's like I will straight up attempt to finish this whole thing in one fell swoop. Which it is possible for me to do that. I definitely can do it. Alright, let's color this guy in a little bit. I'm also probably gonna change like the grid squares behind each character, like as we go, or something like that. Text briefly. Alright. They've got like these little white markings on the underside of the mouth, so I gotta see if I can do that. So a lot of them have like a thing with the eyes, so we'll do that too. There we go. Wolf with white eyeliner, but that's kinda how they look anyway. Dealing with that early stream lag, but I'm sure it'll go away soon. Let's see how it goes. Look at this guy. There we go. Fun. They seem to have like these things by their ears too. So there. There's a lot of like cool different variations of species in this challenge. Like a good amount of reptiles. There's some fun birds that I'm looking forward to. Like especially with bird culture. Which I've actually seen a couple people skip when they do this challenge. I guess because it's the last one, they're burnt out, and vultures are kind of tough, but like, I'm excited for that one. It's gonna be like a nice little reward at the end to be able to draw a vulture, you know? I think they're cute. Alright, let's get some more in here. Alright. Carve this a little bit. That. There we go. Don't want to get too painterly with all these, but this is definitely a creature that demands some texture. Yeah. Also, music is always streamed by the Zame, because he's got good Pokemon remixes that I like to have on in the background, so definitely go check out his channel. It's pretty good. I first found him through, I think Absolvlog's Pokemon uses his remixes a lot when he streams, so that's where I think I first found him. Either that or the YouTube algorithm gave him to me randomly, but either way, very cool remix artist, so very cool work by that guy. Alright, there's some vague colors blocked in a little bit with this code, so it's less flat. There we go. Probably gonna color the lines, honestly, because I think that's gonna help make it feel a little more colorful, the whole, like, entire piece here. Oh, I'm trying to get that. The Grey Wolves are, I feel like they're, like, very similar in, like, fur pattern and texture to, like, a gray squirrel, where it's, like, they're mostly gray, but then they have, like, these other accent colors that varies on individual. I feel like they look a little similar when you think about it a little bit. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if there's any rodents on this list. I guess we'll find out when we get further into the chart. But yeah, having some fun with you guys. A good excuse to just kind of do some very simple character designs, because there really are just like a little headshot here. Texture in on this guy. How are we all doing today? I know it's Sunday, so I know for at least us, some of you might be watching, it might actually be Monday for you by now, I don't know. But where I am, it's Sunday, it's like the middle of the afternoon, so it's pretty sunny out right now. Pretty nice, I would say. This needs to be a creamier color, I think this is too white. That's a little more like it. Shout out the surf and dive thing from Gen 3, man. Those are good. Texture and stuff. I think that's like part of the fun of why wolves are like appealing to me aesthetically, is like all the little like mottled colors in their fur. And again, gray wolves are just kind of huge. They're kind of huge animals. It's kind of funny thinking about how big they actually are, because I think we usually think of them being dog-sized just because that's what us humans interact with the most, is dogs. These guys are kind of big. Kind of big guys, as it turns out. Okay. His nose is very dark, very black. And they typically have yellow eyes, it looks like, based on many pictures I've seen in the past. And the I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. Which is kind of funny, because I feel like a lot of canines, I don't know, I feel like a lot of animals have dark eyes, so it's kind of funny that they have, like, such bright yellow. These pictures. Stay with black. This guy looks crazy for shading his eyes. It's elsewhere. It's a little better. Okay, that looks honestly better flipped than this way, so that's a good sign. Okay. We gotta put an eye shine in there because, yeah. I feel like it adds. Eye shines are so nice. Just real quick. Color in some spots kind of like feel lighter. Just to add a little more variety to the line color here. I love color in line art. I feel like it adds so much. The reason I've lately in Clip Studio I start with pure black lines, and it's not because I keep the lines pure black, it's because I use the layer color thing. And so when you use that, it like will change the whole thing based on like how light or dark it is. So if you work with black, it'll just change it to the color you set it to. And for some reason, there is something weird going on here. So that. What the heck's going on here? There's something weird going on. Excuse me, sir. Are we for real? There we go. And Urklo, welcome on in. Layer is this on? Okay, it is on the bottom layer, so why am I having trouble? Oh, I could probably at least erase this much. Where is this? Where is it? It's here, it's on the eye highlight. It's on the eye highlight. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, Urklo, get back to your question. I'm working on the, it's a Furry Species challenge by, Xylographica. That's their name, right? Yeah, I wrote it down there. Where basically you have, like, this grid of 30 different species, and you make furries based on each one of them. You should do this, too, because I know you draw, anthropomorphic characters, so it seems like it would be up your alley. But yeah, I saw Four Leaf Island do this, and then I saw a bunch of other artists do this, especially like on Blue Sky I was seeing a lot of it, so I was like, dang, this looks like fun, I want to draw it. I want to draw furries. I want to design some characters for fun. So I thought it would be like a fun stream one, because because it's all like on one big canvas, it doesn't work so well for the pre-recorded stuff that I usually do. Like I use the built-in Clip Studio stuff, so I figured it would work better in stream format. And if I'm gonna like record it live drawn, I might as well stream it. So I thought it might be fun. I had trouble finding a blank template. Let me know if you have any better luck, but yeah, it was an interesting challenge. Anyway, by the way, Grey Wolf done. That's one down. 20 minutes, one character. Okay, so let's say that it takes me 20 minutes to do each of these, and there's 30 of them, so that would take me about 10 hours. Oh god, that's long. Also the Nose Beast is back there. Yes, Nose Beast, Lugia, and Mothman are all back there. Anyway, I need to get references of the red fox real quick, so... Alright, help me out, Wikipedia. I'm relying on Wikipedia images because I know these aren't going to be AI generated. So they make for, like, good reference pictures, I feel like. Yeah, red foxes, they're so, like, pretty, I feel like. Here, out. Oh, I love this subspecies in Scandinavia. It's like got a very clean, like, red coat. Oh, they got brown eyes too, which is interesting. Okay. Alright, let's draw a box, and hopefully, I don't experience too much stream lag. Alright. Oh boy. Oh man, the stream lag is getting worse for some reason on this one. What is the fox trying to prevent me from drawing him? It's so cute though. What a cute animal. He looks just like a stuffed animal. This picture I'm looking at. If you want to see it, I'm not dragging the window over because I know it'll get really laggy if I do so. But it's on Wikipedia. It's the juvenile red fox, the Swedish Scandinavian red fox variety. It's really cute. He looks just like a stop motion or art doll because of the way he's like lit up here. The way that this photo is shot is so very like that. So cute. What a cute animal. I love foxes. I mean I love animals in general, but foxes are like so fun, I feel like. So I feel like doing one for this challenge is like very. This guy's head is just not enough. I think I need to start that. I think I need to round it. Ay. And let me label this folder actually while I'm numbering. We don't need the text right now. It's mostly just there to remind me what everything is every time I change panels. Anyway, this guy's so cute. I love foxes. They're such funny animals. I love that like so many cultures are like, and this guy likes to cause problems on purpose. It's really funny. That's like this consensus around a lot of like different environments. Also, it's kind of cool, like, red foxes are neat because they have, like, such a, like, wide range, I feel like. They've got, like, they're basically across, like, almost the entire northern hemisphere, I want to say, like, the upper part of it. So, like, and it's, like, technically the same species, if I remember right. Like, it's, like, basically the same type of fox you'll find in, like, North America is similar to the one you'll find in, like, Russia or Japan, essentially, which is, like, kind of crazy that they're that widespread. But yeah, they're very cool little animals. I just think they're so fun. I mean, they got counter shading, so that's one way to win my heart. So maybe I'll have this guy's paws sticking out. Would that be kind of cute? I think it'd be fun if he's like smirking, because like, you know, they're mischievous. Mischievous creatures, for sure. Very, very funny guys. They have the, like, slit pupil, which I think is kind of fun. Although they have, like, a lot of them have, like, darker eyes, so it's a little harder to see the slit pupil. It's like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, ball pythons that often have very dark eyes. Alright. Anyway, you can see why, foxes are foxes are also, like, one of those classic, like, furry species. Like, I feel like they're very popular because they're cute. They're kind of, like, a little more mischievous, than a wolf, like, in popular culture. Like, I feel like they've got that reputation for getting into trouble, and I feel like, just, at least, I can't speak to everywhere in the world, but I feel like in North America, you're just more likely to see a fox, at least where I live, in, like, New England area, like, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, like, I feel like you see foxes way more often than you would see a wolf, so I guess, among us East Coasters, I feel like, fox might be a little more popular as, like, a persona-type creature, because of it just is easier to find. And people can relate to it a little more because it's something they can see in their backyard potentially, or like at a park or something like that. They also have like such fun, like big frickin' round ears. They're so cute. I'm a big fan of creatures. I think that's why I love drawing furries. It's like, oh, it's time to turn a creature into like a humanoid character. I think that's always like a fun treat. Is finding ways to turn one thing into another thing. I guess that's part of why I have like that whole series where I like turn random stuff into dragons. Like, I like turning things into other things. I like the, like, kind of transmutation you can do with character design. I think it's a fun little time. I need to make this guy's head rounder, man. I also really, like, this year, I've got a couple of events lined up for the summer, but I want to get into more events in the fall if I can help it, so I'm trying to, like, find applications. So if any of you know of any, like, East Coast, I'm looking for something that I can drive to from, let's say, New Jersey. East Coast, is where I'm trying to be, because I don't want to fly if I can help it. If my events go really well this year, maybe I'll fly, like, in the next 1 or 2 years for other events, but I want to only drive, which really sucks, because gas is now, like, really expensive. But if you can think of any, like, cool furry conventions that happen, like, on the East Coast, like, even if they've already happened this year, I'll just keep them in mind for next year, too. I think that could be a fun time. Because I think furry art is so cool. I think the furry community is, like, so awesome. There's so many, like, awesome artists in there. There's so many, like, different cool character designs. Like, I've loved this, like, move to, like, doing, like, a lot of artists, at least that I follow, like, do a lot of, like, Y2K nostalgia type character designs. Where, like, it's, like, based on old toys, or, like, Vertigo Arrow, or, like, other similar, like, movements of that era, and I'm like, those lend themselves so well to character designs, and especially to, like, creatures, I feel like, so, I don't know, it's just super cool. There's always cool stuff going on in the furry scene, and, like, I feel like a lot of other artists and Artist Alley type stuff, like, usually focus on, like, anime conventions, or, like, some comic cons are usually also very popular, because, like, they draw a lot of human characters, which I do also do. But I draw a lot of creatures, so I feel like I would be right at home in a furry artist alley. So yeah, if any of you know of any events like that, like, hit me up, because I might apply to try to go to them either, like, this year if they're in the fall or something, or, like, next year, because I think that could be pretty cool. Plus, allegedly, I always hear that furries, this community has a lot of money that they give to artists, which would be kind of a bonus. But I mean, any income at all would be appreciated. It doesn't have to be, like, unusually large, like the rumors always say. But yeah, I think furries are cool. I love drawing these character designs. I think they're always so neat. And yeah, there's just so much you can do in the space. I feel like a lot of artists I've seen lately have been doing, like, pool toy type things. That's, like, in vogue right now, at least on the corner of the internet that I live in. Which I have no idea if that is indicative of anything else anyone else is experiencing. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, cool toys are in, like, I think, like, there's obviously, like, the fetish space for it, but I think people are just, like, cool toys and, like, the shiny texture and the colors of them are just fun to draw, so people are just, like, gravitating toward it a whole bunch. So yeah, that's a fun new thing that's, like, kind of in. It's kind of fun seeing, like, what trends emerge in different art communities, because, like, you kind of never know what it's gonna be. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to colors now, because I think every other detail I gotta just do flats. Alright. This canvas is, like, so big. I think that's part of why I'm experiencing, like, the lag for it. And I had to make sure I like, worked on a lot of, like, clearing storage on my computer before, starting this stream. It would be good if I had room for everything. That's a little too bad. No, yeah, that's not okay. But yeah, I need to make sure I had room to record everything and all that, because, again, my computer, she is aging a little bit. Like, I've had it for, at this point, like 7.5 years, so that's a decent amount of time for a computer. I'm honestly surprised I haven't had, like, major issues with it yet, but definitely, like, as I'm working on videos and stuff, like, it would be good to have a computer with, like, more storage and, like, higher RAM, which I know can be kind of tough, but I definitely, that's something I want to look into investing in, or, like, investigating in general, because I think that could be a good move for me to upgrade my computer. So that would be a good idea, I think. Honestly, I think I could probably bang these portraits out in like 10 minutes if I didn't have the lag. And then it would take me maybe only 5 hours to do the whole grid. Yeah, the more I think about the math, the more I'm like, it is unlikely I will do the whole grid today, but you know, I'll try anything, guys. We'll see. This video, by the way, for this art challenge, I have like my schedule figured out for most of, whatchamacallit, for most of, oh my god, I'm zoning out. I have most of, my schedule figured out for June, with videos. Like, I actually already have the one for this week done. It's already done. It's a collab, so right now it's, like, not scheduled. It's just, like, set to unlisted, so that way the people in the collab can watch it before I actually properly schedule it. Which, I gotta undo that today. I gotta remember that. I want to set that. But yeah, basically, I have that going, and then the next video, like, that week after that is going to be an art fight AMA. So low-key, if you have any questions about art fight, send them into the AMA. There's a form on one of my recent community posts, or you can just comment on the community post. You can also potentially comment here in this video or on the VOD, but I am less likely to see it or remember it if you do that, so I highly recommend doing the form is the best way that I will guaranteed see it. But yeah, send in questions, literally anything. I've been doing art fight. This is going to be my 10th year doing it, so I want to impart some wisdom as like a veteran of the space. And like, I don't know, I love that art fight event so much. It is always such a hoot. I'm very excited that it's coming up already so soon. It's like basically just a month away, right? Because we're about to hit June right now, so. Oh yeah, speaking of hitting June soon, I think tonight, around midnight EST, is when I'm gonna launch it. I'm gonna be launching the Mothman Pride project for the year. So if you're interested in that, go follow it so you don't miss the launch, because that's gonna be coming out. And, yeah, I mean, as always, there's 30 designs. We're gonna start with 10 to unlock at the beginning, and then unlock the rest of them through stretch goals. It's going to be stickers, pins, and charms. So all that's going to be available from the start, so hopefully we'll get some good funding nice and quick, because we have the more high-priced items available early. And I'm just excited to be doing another Mothman Pride project. Like, this is going to be my 3rd year doing it. It's going to be pretty cool. So I always like finding a way to give back to the community, so I think that'll be another great way to do it. So I'm excited. Pride Month's gonna be cool. I gotta make more, like, Pride icon examples and stuff. I might make some with, like, some more OCs so I can, like, upload them as, like, bonus images on my art fight page of some of the characters, because I think that could be kind of cute. That would be kind of a fun time, I think. I'm gonna put this on top. Okay. Time for the black part of the fur. We're gonna just treat it very dark browns, I think. That's gonna be visually nicer to look at. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can change this. It's really low. Alright. Yeah, foxes are cute, man. I like these guys. They're good little creatures. Happy Pride. Pride is so soon. I mean, it's basically low-key. It's low-key basically Pride right now, guys, so. I mean, low-key, the way I live my life, Pride is like every day, to be honest. Every day is Pride if you're crazy enough and very out. It's very fun. It's fun to be like openly out. It's a fun time. Like, I know, a teal super chat. So super chat is a thing where you can pay to have like your chat highlighted. Your chat message is like highlighted in some way that I can see. I haven't received one yet. I've seen them in other people's chats, And they're like highlighted in a certain way, and a teal I think is the one that's like $5 or more. So it's like a tip where you're also yelling at the person, lighthearted. It's like that. A lot of people I most recently I remember Cam Sandwich's worst board game of all time tournament. There was a lot of super chats that were like promoting whatever their game was that they wanted to win the tournament. Like that was a lot of what was happening, was people pushing their propaganda for like Fatal, or like being like, oh, Veilfist's game was rigged or something silly like that. So it's something very funny in that sort of way was happening. So that's what I saw a lot of super chats for. But that's yeah, usually it's people trying to say something. Often like I feel like it's great for like gaming streamers who are like busy looking at their games, so sometimes they'll have it so like the super chat is like text to speech, so that way they can't really miss it like they would with other chats because it's being spoken to them. I don't know what it will do for me. I don't know if it'll text to speech I don't think that's an automatic thing. I think you have to set that up deliberately, but I could be wrong. I've never used it, so yeah. And good morning, hello. We got some fun stuff going on here. We're working on this furry art challenge. That should be a fun time. Alright, let's get some texture on this fur, I think. Because it could use a little bit. Not you. I want type proper. There we go. I don't know where it would be if I didn't have like that goddamn color wheel in the bottom corner. Like people who pick colors without having a color wheel in their digital art program, I'm like, wow, how do you function? Because I need that thing. Like I can visualize a color wheel good, but like it makes it so much easier to choose colors than like a bar in my experience. Like bars are fine. I can do the math in my head of like how the color ring looks, but this is just so nice, you know? Such a nice tool. Alright, let's blend out and get some texture on this fur. There we go. There's our little Scandinavian red fox starting to come together. I can't believe Pokemon Gen 10's coming next year. Like, I know that's kind of old hat at this point. Like, it's old news. We all have been known since, like, February. We all kind of knew before they announced it. Oh! A super chat from the Leaping Fae, but it doesn't seem to say anything. Well, thank you for the tip. But it doesn't say anything. But thank you. Okay, so that's cool. So, yeah, the different levels have different, colors also, which if you're looking at the in-UI YouTube chat, you can see that it's highlighted. In the widget that's on my stream layout, you don't see it as much. But yeah, if I get 20 super chats today before like 2 hours into stream, I will take out the snake, my pet snake, my ball python. I'll take him out to play. He's very cute, so don't you worry about him being scary or anything. He's awesome. He's a very sweet boy. He may or may not be getting ready to go into shed. He looks like he's probably gonna do that soon, so he might be blue or something. Did anything wouldn't let you put your message in? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea because I've never actually sent a super chat, so I have no idea what that side of it looks like at all. Alright, let's get some eye color in on this fox. Not you! The lag is killing me, man. Alright. Let's get nice dark brown eyes. Darker. I feel like people love making light colored character designs, which is all fine and dandy, but like, man, dark eyes look good. And so many. Let's get Gilbert famous. I would love to get Gilbert famous. It would be really funny if he became like an influencer snake, like some other ball pythons that I see on like Instagram and stuff usually. He's a very good boy. I would love for more people to know about him because he's the best. If you don't already know who Gilbert is my ball python. He's a rescue. I got him from a coworker of mine who was fostering him. He was like, "Do you want a snake?" So Gilbert's very special. He's a pinstripe ball python. He's just totally cute. He's the cutest little snake ever. We don't know how old he is because he is a rescue, so we don't know his age exactly. But based on like his growth spurt and that he had the first year he was living with us, and how long, like, he had to have been a minimum of a year old by the time we got him because my coworker was fostering him for a year. So my guess is that he was around like maybe 2, maybe 3 years old when we got him, and he is maybe now around 4. Is my guess. We celebrate his birthday like in August or September, or like his gotcha day. We were supposed to get him like the first week of September in 2024, but he ended up we got the enclosure shipped way earlier than we thought, so we were able to take him in like way sooner than we originally anticipated. It's very, very fortuitous. He's an awesome little snake. He has what I've been calling like his sister, Princess. She's a female. They were both found in the same situation when they were rescued. Basically, they were both abandoned apparently in this like apartment building or something like that. And that is like some crazy shit to me, because like, who could ever abandon such a beautiful, perfect snake? How could that happen? But yeah, he was abandoned and then he had to be rescued. Allegedly, I don't know if this story is true, but I've heard that the guy who previously owned them like moved to Florida and just straight up didn't take any of his animals with him and just left them loose in the building or something. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like I remember hearing that, which is like totally crazy to me. But after he was fostered for a while, now he lives with us. And he is the sweetest little boy of all time. He's like such a friendly, easygoing snake. He might be like one of the most easygoing animals I've personally met. Like, the only reason he's not the most is because I do work at a bug museum, so we have ambassador animals there, and our tarantula ambassador is like the most chill of animal I've ever met personally. She definitely takes the cake on that, because I've never once seen her nervous or apprehensive or flinch or anything. She is like she's honestly more easygoing than I am, I feel like. She's an awesome animal. But yeah, Gilbert's a very chill boy. He is so relaxed. He's just the goat. He's just totally awesome. So if we get some more super chats, I'll bring him on camera for you all to see. And he might be in shed, so he might be like a little bit foggy and blue, but again, he's a very chill guy, so he doesn't really care if he comes out of his enclosure when he's in shed. In fact, he seems to like to move around more when he's getting ready. At the very least, when he comes out of the enclosure, he's like very eager to like explore and play with stuff. He might try to do stuff to my mic, probably. That's probably what he does, because he loves playing with all the wires on my desk, which is why I don't always have him on the desk when I'm working, because he likes to mess with things. And if I had him on stream all the time, you guys would be hearing so much like craziness with the wire, because it would just be like so messy from him like tugging on it or pulling it or grabbing it. So he's a good boy. He's a very good snake. Eventually, I'd like to get him a girlfriend one day, because I think he's got very good personality and genes, and I'd love to see his line continue. So maybe someday in the future we'll have a girlfriend for Gilbert too. I want to get other pets in the future as well, but for now we just have Gilbert, and he's just the goat. I've been meaning to for a while, making a video of like having Gilbert choose what I draw. Like my idea was that I would like put a few different like half prompts and like Easter eggs essentially, and just have him like crawl around and like choose something by like crawling toward a thing, and then I open it up and find out which option he chose, and then like combining different combos of like things that he chose in a row into making different drawings. I think that would be kind of fun. I've had that idea like in the works for like months. Actually, at this point, probably over a year, because I've had it since before Art Fight last year. So I want to make that video at some point. I think that would be pretty cute and fun. So that would be a lovely time, I think, for the sweet boy. Because I think that would be funny enrichment. It would be funny to get him on camera because he's cute, and I want to share him. And yeah, I think it'd be silly. I think it'd be a silly video. So I guess if anyone has any, like, I'll probably put out interest for it, like, like a thing on my community posts on my channel where it's like any half prompts, any like nouns or adjectives you want to suggest for the pile of stuff for Gilbert to choose from, something like that. I think could be pretty cute. So yeah, eventually I want to have him like in one of my more proper videos. As of now, he's only like made like cameos and like photos and stuff. And I think I drew, yes, I did draw a Neopets version of him, for like one speed paint. Like, I don't even know how long ago that was, but that was like for my like drawing me and Hazel as Neopets fairies. I also drew Gilbert for that. Anyway, there's our red fox. Red fox is done. Oh my god, that's another character down. And that was another 30 minutes. Oh boy, the lag was killing me on that one a little bit. Yeah, check it out. Red fox. Very cool. Very, very mischievous sort of creature. Very different from our wolf over here. This guy's just like a beefy, relaxed guy, and then this red fox is like mischievous and silly. Alright, let's get a husky in. This is like another... I feel like this one's a classic, especially for me, because like one of my oldest original characters, Stars Comet, is a husky dog. She's a Siberian husky, so... I'm very used to drawing a husky as a furry. And I feel like a lot of people, like when they draw furries that are wolves, they're basically drawing a husky anyway. Maybe I'll do one with like heterochromia, since that's very common among them as well. They're so cute, though. They're such funny dogs. I remember, my cousin Zach, when we were younger, he had, a husky dog, named Shiva, I think. She was, like, a pure white husky, which I feel like is a little bit uncommon. Like, they're not rare, per se, but, like, I haven't seen that many of them. Like, I feel like the, like, black and white or, like, brown and white are the more common ones that I've personally seen in, like, photos or in person or whatever. They're cool little dogs. They're so neat. Well, little's kind of not the right word for them, but they're like a nice, I mean, they're husky, right? That's like the name that they're from. Anyway, let's draw a husky character. I think that would be fun. I draw like a very, they have like kind of a narrow snout. When I'm looking at a reference, yeah, they're awesome dogs. Just super cool things, you know. I feel like a lot of my favorite dog breeds tend to be like terriers, because you know I grew up with one, so I think they're fun. But I do have a love in my heart for the like various dogs that are like working dogs, like ones that were bred for like a job to help out and stuff. I think that's like so funny that that's like a thing. I'm gonna give this guy like a long neck, because I feel like huskies have a long neck. They're so funny. Yeah, I feel like when people draw a wolf, they are often drawing a husky, which, to be fair, like, as humans, it's just what we have more common access to, I feel like. Like, unless you're literally someone that works, like, with wild animals, there's a good chance you do not work with you do not work with wolves, you only work with huskies, or see huskies in real life. They're so funny, though. They're funny dogs. I think this guy will be bigger. They're also, like, I feel like they've kind of gone viral recently because they howl in a very dramatic, like, sing-songy kind of way. I've been seeing, I mean, like, in the past, like, 10 years, I feel like I've seen like a small uptick in like viral videos of huskies like singing and like mimicking like sirens and stuff. Hazel's here. Hey Hazel, how was your travels? They all go well? You had fun at the party and stuff? Ooh. It's big. They have like such pointy, upright, rounded tipped ears, but I feel like wolves don't have ears that are quite as upright. There's also like a great video. I don't remember the source for it because I haven't seen it in a while, but like of a husky like howling and doing that crazy sing-songy stuff that huskies do. And it was like joined by like two wolves who were also sitting there. Like I think they were like on the bed of a truck or something. Like they might have like it might have been at like a park or something, where it was like that was like a dog who worked there or something like that. I don't know. But the wolves started joining in because they were like, this guy is singing and we feel like joining him. That was a funny little clip. It's just funny to see how animals will interact with each other, especially like when they're like, what is going on? Because there was definitely like what seemed to be visual like visible confusion on like the body language of the wolves because they were like, this guy is yelling and we don't know why they're yelling. And then they were like, okay, screw it, we're gonna also be yelling, which I think is quite silly. Just very funny dogs, truly. Just very amusing creatures. Is my music freaking paused, man? It better not be, but I have a feeling it is. Come on. Come on, music. You gotta lock in so I can listen and not be in silence while I work. Alright. Hopefully that works. I mean, it certainly sounds like it does. We're making it, we're making it. This lag is killing me, dog. Man, no pun intended. But this lag's killing me, dog. Okay. Ugh, man. So much progress and yet also so little progress. I'll say I'm gonna make these shoulders a little narrower because I feel like they have deceptively skinny shoulders. Like, I feel like their neck is like as thick as their shoulders are. This also helps to differentiate from the wolf who's a little more thick and broad. Okay, there we go. Making progress. Alright. Let's get this off-white in here. Let's add a little bit of texture to this. There we go. I wonder how long this actual, like, speed paint is going to be when I finish with it. You'll probably see it, like, third week of June, the third Friday of June, whatever. I think it's going to be the 19th, if I'm remembering my days of the week right. It's probably when this video will be out, that I'm working on right now. As long as I finish everything by then. But I have plenty of time, because I am working on other stuff that is already complete right now, actually, so. Huzzah. Flush type markings, I think are good here. More detail. here. That way it's nice and dark. People here. That guy is so goofy looking. But to be honest, these kind of dogs can be, you know? Dogs can be really goofy looking. Alright. Color design. Yeah, not just a little bit, you know? Lag is killing me. How's everyone's weekend go, by the way? You know, for a lot of us, like, weekends, like, bouncing around. How'd it go for everybody? Everybody have fun? Anybody do anything interesting this weekend? I think my family, some of them are going to go see a movie today. That's going to be... They're probably going to talk about that when they get back home. I think they're going to go see Obsession. That's what they're going to see. Some of my friends went and saw The Backrooms yesterday. I know, Hazel, you were part of that group. I want to see that movie still. So I'm probably going to go with some friends next weekend to see that, probably. Alright, I think that's the husky done. Look at this guy. So, a goofy dog. Truly a goober. Yeah, it's not interfering with anything on the text. Cool. It's one more character down. Cool, that one only took like 20-ish minutes. Okay. Interesting how things are going, so. Alright. Sitting up. Stay hydrated, people. Have your water. What the freak? Is my thing pausing? I'm still listening to it. Alright, next up we have a Labrador. Okay. This is fun because this is like one of our... I mean, the Husky was also like this, but like this is a creature where we have multiple color options to work with us here. So I'm gonna... Let's take a look. While I wait for this Wikipedia page to load over here. Hopping out for work? Oh man, that's a bummer. Alright, have good luck at work, Urklo. I know you probably want to have fun there, but good luck. Alright. Poor Urklo, having work and all that. It happens, though, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'll just do, like, a standard, like, those yellow labs, because it's gonna look different from the other creatures in the thing. So that's probably what I'll do, is I'll do, like, a yellow lab. You know, for someone who draws furries a lot, I don't draw a lot of labs. Or at least as a kid, like, I drew a lot of, like, dog characters. I did not draw a lot of labs. Alright. I got, like, a squarish, blocky head. Stream lag, man. It's happening. It's probably also just because I have such a big campus, though. I think that kind of lag is a little unavoidable. I also kind of got, like, chunky necks, I feel like, now that I'm looking at this reference image a little bit. That's interesting. Come on, Clip Studio, I need you to go faster. Alright, let's continue. Is this thing freaking being laggy again? Is the freaking stream music being slow? What the freak? Can I get some music? Can I get my goddamn tunes? Alright. Wonder how much of, like, time lapse I'm gonna have to edit out when I make this video of, like, me waiting for something to happen off screen with the music. Waiting for that to load. Oh yeah, I've been coloring in the squares like I do. Do that in the lab. Labrador is nice because it's a very simple. Especially like this like yellow lab. There it is. Purple. Not purple, but like this one. Here, I usually have dark tips on the ears. That's the color picker to behave because right now it is not. Why is it not behaving? Something weird is happening here. What is going on here? Come on, if the application's not responding, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Yep, video is responding, because the goddamn color picker wasn't behaving. What a disappointment. Okay. Hopefully, I think I remember to save a lot during this. Hopefully I didn't lose any progress. Now I'm waiting for it to reload. Oh gosh. Alright. Alright. Try again. Try again, Clip Studio. Please behave. And I was just saying that that lab was going to be like one of the quickest ones I did on that page, but I guess the software had other ideas. Ugh. Also, I have no idea how much time left we have on the goal, but it's probably less than an hour, given that we're more than an hour into stream. So, if y'all want to see Gilbert, send in those chats. I know that might help pass the time while we wait for this freaking thing to load. All right, time to check my ads on Discord. I'm doing this off screen because for some reason people are. Let's see. Gosh, marking stuff is being added in a bunch of different servers I'm in that are like big, like things. Okay, is this thing working? It is. Okay. Please tell me that the lab is mostly where it was when we left. Ideally, the lines are still blue because I was changing them. That's what I'm hoping to see. Oh, oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, shit, man. I need to redraw the whole. Okay. That sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. I thought I had saved during, because I just do it reflexively a lot on the keyboard, but I guess, god damn it! Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, if you want to help me upgrade my computer, feel free to donate to Ko-fi so this stuff stops happening to me, I guess. Urgh. I'm a little mad, because... Oh, and it didn't even save any of the colors from the recent stuff either. Oh my god. Alright, well, gang. That really blows ass. I'm gonna have to draw that husky. I'm gonna have to draw that lab again. Thank god I'm not, like, having to start at the husky again, but oh my god, dude, I literally only had... Oh my god. Oh, this is such a pain, y'all. It's such a pain. Oh god, y'all. I can't believe this is what has happened. I can't believe this happened, that I have to redraw this. Like, I can do it quickly, but, like, it still sucks. Oh, man, I can't believe that happened! That the software didn't behave and it freaking crashed. What the hell, man? It really sucks. You're gonna hear me complain about that for a couple of minutes because I'm a little mad. I didn't lose that much progress in the grand scheme of things, but it is annoying because I was almost done with that portrait and now I have to basically start from the beginning. Man. What a shame that happened. Oh man. It happens to the best of us, gang. We all experience technical difficulties. It really sucks that it decided to do that while I was, you know, I'm trying to work here and it's trying to prevent me from doing my work. I guess it'll give me something to talk about in the speed paint voiceover, is that this thing tried to annihilate itself. I can't get this mouth right now. What a pain though, I can't believe that happened. That was going so smooth. What a pain, guys. I can't believe that freaking happened. Alright. I feel like this isn't as good as the lines I had, but there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do. Nothing to be done. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Man, I can't believe that happened, y'all. That was devastating. What a misfortune. It happened, guys. Man, I can't believe that happened, man. Oh my god. I literally reflexively saved so often during the process, and I guess I just hadn't done it. Don't worry, we're saved here, so we're at almost the point that we were when the thing decided to lose progress on me. The eyes a little better than they were before, I guess. I don't know. It just... Oh man, that really sucks. It really sucks when you do work and then you lose it. Because it's stuff outside your control. What a pain. Y'all. We're almost caught up, I guess. But yeesh! I can't believe that happened. Actually, yes I can, but it doesn't mean it doesn't piss me off. Alright. It needs to behave here. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be really pissed. Alright? I just need this color picker to behave. I just want to grab the color that I use for the pupil and use it for the dark, or rather make a slightly darker version of it for the dark part of the lines, and then I'll color in the rest to be the light color. Ain't no way this is happening again. Are we for real? If this is the same bug happening again, I'm gonna be really pissed. At least I will have saved my progress, but are we for real? Look, nothing's happening when I click on anything. Nothing is happening. Are we for real? Can I get out of here? I guess we're not gonna color pick, because it hates that. Because it almost crashed again, but then it didn't. Y'all, I'm at my goddamn limit. Alright. What a... Yeah, guys, this is killing me. Let's get these lines colored. Despite everything, we're gonna make this work. Sometimes I guess the color picker just does not want to behave, and it wants to behave so poorly that it crashes everything. What a pain. And of course the music is lagging, but I'm too in the zone right now to go fix it, so we're just gonna sit in silence while I finish this last little bit of coloring line art. Good lord, man. I can't believe this thing is giving me so much trouble. This is not that crazy, I feel like. Let me, like, merge layers on some of the other stuff, too. Like, let me see the both. I'm just gonna merge some of these, so that way it simplifies this file a little bit. There's the Labrador. Yo, I can't believe that the thing freaking crashed while I was working on that. That's such a pain, y'all. That's such a pain. Anyway, I guess a more positive note. I think there's 30 minutes left on the super chat thing, so if anybody wants to send those in to try to get to seeing the boy Gilbert, go do that before the thing is up. I think there's only like 30-ish minutes left on that, I guess. Alright, our next character is a Doberman. Let's save this freaking file so it doesn't lose anything that I just did. I can't believe it did that to me! I can't believe that happened! I had to basically redo that whole thing. It was gonna be done like so quick and then it freaking killed it. Y'all, I'm at my limit. TBH. Okay, let's get the Wikipedia page up for a Doberman dog. Is it 1 or 2 ends? I keep seeing like different sources saying different things. Let's see, Wikipedia. You're gonna tell me that it's both? Because if it's both, that'd be good. Okay, it is 2 ends, okay. Then the original source that I saw before was freaking wrong, so let me go fix that with my template. There it is. Alright. Please be... This is not break. What a righteous pain, y'all. Ay. Come on. I don't know why it's being so crazy right now. I guess I'll just close Discord just to try to minimize the lag as much as possible. Yeesh, y'all. Yeesh. Alright. Doberman time. They are such neat little dogs. By little dogs, I mean somewhat kind of big dogs. Okay. Alright. Let's... Alright. Let's get going. To this number. Let's get a sketch down. They have like kind of a long bit. Maybe I'll draw this one. Let's see. Let's brush much smaller. Okay. Hazel, you're watching the stream from the bus? Because I saw your text on Discord. You watching from the bus? Oh, that's kind of funny if so. Alright. Gotta get some of the face laid out a little bit. There's the lines. This might be the last one we do on stream today, we'll see. Pixels. Usually brown, it looks like. Come on, don't fill. I want color pink. I want color. Okay. Two. Come on. Dude, it's being so laggy. What the heck? What's going on? Honestly, I don't think I'm going to add any additional color liner. I think it's going to be good here as is. Alright, we can color in these squares a little bit, and then I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's everybody. Check that out. text. Alright, that's a row done! Oh my gosh, okay. We got... It's loading, I guess. That's one row complete. It's gonna take a while, it looks like. So I'll probably be back streaming this again sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a different day this week, we'll see. I mean, if you want to catch the next stream, subscribe so you get the notification when it happens. Because I do stream kind of erratically because of my work schedule and stuff, so I don't have a same weekly schedule every week. Like, the only somewhat reliable thing is that I usually stream on Sunday in the evening or afternoon, which is what right now is, so. Yeah, so there's that for now. That's what we have. We got the first row done of this Furry Species challenge. Got the wolf, the fox, the husky, the lab, and the Doberman. So next up we have like a really interesting mix on the next row. If you look, it's going to be the deer, the white-tailed deer, thresher shark, Virginia possum, brown bear, and spotted hyena. Which, what a motley crew, right? That's such a what an odd mix of guys, but that's going to be fun. And then the next one after that's going to be felines, which is going to be fun. So yeah, we got some interesting stuff coming up. Sorry if I bumped the mic. Gonna be returning to this next time I stream, probably. If I don't do this, I'll probably be streaming Terralith again. We'll see. I definitely want to try to finish this, that way it's like ready to edit, so I have plenty of time to work on it while this other stuff's in the queue. Again, if you have any questions about Art Fight, I have an AMA open, so please go look at my community posts. I recently posted a link to my forum, or you can just comment on that community post. Both are great ways for me to be able to see your question if you have any questions about Art Fight. Yeah, let me know, because I want to do an AMA that's going to be coming out on the 12th, so I'll probably start editing it on, like, the 8th, if I had to guess, which means I ideally want to have everything in before then, so I'm answering as many questions as I possibly can. So get your questions in about Art Fight. Literally, they can be as silly as you want. Like, I think it'd be fun. It will be my 10th year doing it, so I would like to impart some wisdom. And tonight, if midnight EST, that's probably when I'm going to hit the launch button on the Mothman Pride stickers for this year. So if you want to get your hands on the Mothman Pride project, if you want to help unlock all the stretch goals and like help support my art, because things might be changing for me soon, so I might need the financial help for that. So hopefully the project will help a lot with that as well. So please go check out the project. I think it's linked in the description of this video, of this stream, of this VOD. I've also linked it recently in recent community posts and on my social media and stuff. You can also just find it on Kickstarter. It's called the Mothman Pride Collection Volume 3. Yeah, that'll be launching in less than 8 hours from when I'm saying this right now. So if you're watching the VOD, there's a good chance it's live like as you watch. So that would be pretty cool. Help us hit the stretch goals. I want to unlock all the designs, and I want to make this project a success for a 3rd year in a row. So please, I need everyone's help to help that happen, because I obviously can't do it myself. So please, any help, even if it's just spreading the word, sharing the link, would be very, very appreciated. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching the video, or rather for watching the stream, or watching the VOD if you're watching the VOD too. I'll be back again with probably this challenge, probably the next time I stream. I'm going to work on row 2. And hopefully the computer will agree with me this time, and it won't cause as many problems. Hopefully that all will happen and be all good. But yeah, thank you all so much again. I hope you all have a lovely day. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon with another stream, another video.